with the green outline Falcon head on the side. Of course, they do their traditional run from the south end zone toward the north end zone, take off their helmet, take a knee, say a little prayer for health, safety, good sportsmanship, and, of course, a Falcon victory, Nick.
Yeah, I was going to say, you always pray to tear the other guy's head off.
Well, there's a couple different ways to put that, right?
That's how I do it.
That's why we have old Saint Nick up here in the booth. Bringing it to you. You keeping it real, aren't you?
I try. I do's what I do's.
All right, so clock says 12. We're just minutes away. Of course, we're going to have the national anthem here in just a few minutes. The helmet crew always doing a great job down there. They bring the inflatable helmet to every home game, every away game, so those guys can get fired up and run out of it. It's Conan Shantz, Mike Williams, Eric Hyde, Bill Slater, Marvin Harris, and occasionally I think we'll see Paul Abels, who doesn't even have a kid here anymore.
That's amazing.
I know, so we sure appreciate all the work they do as well.
That's no easy task pulling that. Have you ever done that?
No.
I did it once, and then I dodged Laubacher's calls the rest of the season because that thing is heavy.
Somebody was stupid enough to give me a microphone once upon a time, and I still haven't given it back.
That's right.
So, anyway, players are lined up on the sideline. They're waiting for the Frisco kids to get lined up, and here in just a minute we're going to have the national anthem. So we're going to step away, folks. Hey, great job by that Lake Dallas. Is that an ensemble band? What do we got going on down there, Brother Van? You call it.
I since my daughter's in the Flag Corps, we came to the preview night when they previewed the marching band. That was about 2 weeks ago, and they've got a select few that they're going to come out at the home games and do that special rendition of the Star Spangled Banner. So nice little touch.
Yeah, because they had most of the marching band out in the middle of the field, and then they had that brief, that probably 16 member party come
ensemble,
up near the sideline. So
sounded real nice down here on the field.
It sounded good in my ears as well. So we're ready for Friday night football. Hey, I see the flags blowing a little bit. Can you feel it at field level?
Yeah, I just checked the temperature, and it is 99 degrees here at kickoff time, but there is a nice breeze on the field, and the shadows have set in on the field as well, so it's actually pretty comfortable on the field compared to last week anyway.
Man, last week was brutal. We had kids dropping. I know Joe Ompong was suffering from the heat and cramping up. Tau Effa was doing the same thing. They weren't the only two. I hope those kids were really packing in the water the last few days leading up to this game. That's the one thing that can help control it. So
the cameraman down there, is this game being televised on a local news channel or?
Not to my knowledge. He could just be with Frisco doing his thing down there. So, of course, Dave Stanley with the Quarterback Club, always filming for the Falcon broadcast. Not the Falcon broadcast, but for the Falcon team. He'll be able to get some tape and give it to coaches later on. Kriegsman, the junior kicker, who had a great game last week, set to get this game rolling. He's kicking toward the south end zone. This game is underway. It's going to be fielded at the 6-yard line. Out across the 15, the 20, breaks one more tackle, and he's going to be run out of bounds at the 24. and I believe we might have a face mask penalty called against the Falcons.
I don't know. It looked to me like they were holding, if you're asking me.
Really?
Yeah.
It looked like he got spun around by the head, and we'll see. Let's see whose eyes are on tonight. But right now the ball spotted at the 24-yard line. It was a 18-yard return.
They're not in any hurry to get out of there and tell you what's going on.
Personal foul, face mask, unfortunately. Oh, it goes against Frisco. Is he? We good with this? That's half the distance. That's going to take him back to the 12.
Oh,
whoa, come on. Well, we're off to a great start.
I like his first call. I mean, why question it, you know?
Great start. The Falcons going to open up in that 4-3 defense. Joe Opong in the middle of that at middle linebacker.
It was so funny down here. Coach Young, he was down here on the field, and he was just screaming at the ref. And then they called it against the other team, and then he turned around, and he had one of those embarrassed snickers on his face. And now they step it off against us. So now he's throwing his hat around again.
15-yard penalty. Ball spotted at the Titan 39-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Kelly Cordova in the pistol formation. They give the ball to big number 22, Kamari Burnett. There's laundry on the field. He picks it up about 3 yards on the play, and I can see this being a holding call, Nick.
Yeah. 2 plays and penalties on both of them. That's not the way we want to start this game.
I don't mind if they go against Centennial, but Falcons clapping. That's Mason Height saying, yep. Personal foul, face mask. This time it goes. Well, Coach Young got what he wanted, didn't he?
I guess you push hard enough, you get what you want.
So we're going to go right back to the 24-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 25 now. Their big back, number 22, Kamari Burnett, he looks like a load. He is last week he had 11 carries for 82 yards. He's a senior, and I don't have a weight listed for him. But, Brother Van, that guy's
he's about 5'5", 255.
Cordova again in that pistol formation. 4 wide receivers going to throw to the right side. Pass is complete. Tackle being made by Bob Jackson at the 28-yard line. It's going to be a short gain of 4 yards.
You know, that was a great play by Bob Jackson, though. Kept him in front of him, tackled him immediately. Don't give him any room to run.
Last week, Kelly Cordova, quarterback for the Titans, was he was 13 for 29, only completed 44% of his passes, 2 touchdowns, no picks, and 169 yards. Again, 2 receivers this side, little pass across the middle. It's dropped, but he is flat out laid out by Jake Papard. What a hit. He doesn't want a piece of that.
No, that kid does not hit like a sophomore, I'll tell you what.
Man, that kid did a little drag route across the middle, and it went in and out of his hands. But, man, Papard, the timing of it, laid him out.
I wish you guys could have heard that down here on the field.
Oh,
man.
It's like one of those Rice Krispie hits, snack, crackle, pop.
So the ball's at the 29-yard line of the Titans. It's 3rd down and 20. 10:47 left to go here in this opening quarter at Falcon Stadium. And the Falcon defense has the Titans right where they want them. This time they go trips to the other side. Cordova looking to throw deep. He's got a receiver deep, but he overthrows him at the 25-yard line. Defending on the play for the Falcons, it's number 20, Josh Rowe. And the Falcon defense comes out and is going to force a 3-and-out. Let's put it in the hands of that Falcon offense.
Yeah, we got away with one on that because that play was wide open, and Josh was chasing him for sure.
No doubt about it. He had about a step and a half on him, and fortunately, Cordova just overshot him.
You know, we had good pressure, though. We hit him in the backfield. He's going to feel that.
Yeah, Brother Van, is that number 83 out there punting, Connor Martin? Nope, that's the quarterback, Kelly Cordova. He's going to do the rugby-style kick to the visitor side, and I don't think he's going to get a whole lot of yardage out of that. Once they bring it back, it went out of bounds. It actually landed about the Falcon 40, but once they stepped that thing back, he was so close to the sideline that I just don't think he had a very good angle to get a whole lot of yardage. Actually, they're going to spot it at the Falcon 49-yard line. So it's a 22-yard punt. So really great field position here for the Falcons.
Is Kelly Cordova, does he normally do their kicking for him?
He does. Last week he kicked 3 times. He had a 27-yard average, but he does that rugby-style rollout. It shows the fake, but usually they ultimately end up kicking it. The give to Courtney Holder up the middle. He's loose across the 30. Unfortunately, gets tackled at the 27-yard line of the the Titans. That's a 24-yard pickup on the Falcons' opening play.
Man, that's a way to start. Last week to this week, that's exactly what we were expecting last week, and here we got it.
Man, great blocking up front. Holder had a nice hole to get to the second level, but after that, it was all on his own. He broke a couple tackles, and that kid showed some strength and speed. Where we totally stepped there this time, Holder up the middle. He's going to dive forward for a couple yards in on the tackle. It's number 40, Chase Keeland, a senior linebacker for the Titans.
I like the call. Just make him stop you.
I agree. Pound it, pound it, pound it. Holder out now. Mark Contreras, the senior running back, number 24, headed in for the Falcons. 3 receivers here to the near side. Alone on the left side, it's going to be Garrett Shackelford, the Shack. 2nd and 7. Hahn designed run around the left side. He's going to cut it up around the numbers and dive forward to the 15-yard line, and that is Falcon first down yardage.
Guys,
so move the sticks.
That left line did a great job of sealing that off and pushing upfield. And
guys,
that was awesome.
We have got a completely different opening than last week's game.
Boy, no doubt about it. Brett Sasser in the game at the right slot for the Falcons. We go to the empty backfield. Hahn is going to look over at his coaches for the signal. It's Brandon Simpson, Keegan Brewer, Brett Sasser, and Josh Jackson on the right side. Garrett Shackelford alone on the left side. Hahn dropping back, looking right, going to throw over the middle. He's got his receiver, and that's Josh Jackson at the goal line. Keegan Brewer.
Yep.
Waiting for the call.
And it looks like he's going to be stopped at the half-yard line. You got to be kidding me.
I think there's a touchdown.
I thought he was in there.
Yeah.
Wow, I said Josh Jackson. I have no idea. I guess I'm used to him catching touchdown passes. But 1st and goal, it's going to be a quarterback sneak. Hahn is going to be able to dive across the goal line. And touchdown signal for the Falcons.
Wow. What a great start. That was 4 plays and we're in the end zone?
Parker, how many plays was that? 5 plays, 4 plays, 51 yards and a Falcon touchdown. Man, absolutely. You're right, because last week we go over there to the Mustangs, and our opening drive, we just move backward, have a 14-yard kick. And then the next drive, we just don't do anything. So excellent job by the Falcons. And
well, last week, on game day for us last week, we were just nervous as a pig in a packing plant.
No doubt about it. The hold is down. The kick is up by Kriegsman, and it is right through the uprights. Nick Kriegsman carries on that perfect tradition that he has in his 2013 season. With 9:10 left to go in the first quarter play, your Lake Dallas Falcons lead the Centennial Titans 7-0. You're listening to Falcon Football.
Hey Travis, are you ready for another great season of Falcon football?
Yeah, Noah, we have been working our tails off all summer getting ready. What have you been up to?
Oh man, I'm so stoked. I got my license and I love my newfound freedom.
Remember what my buddy Mark Tucker with Allstate always says, with freedom comes great responsibility. He tells me you can't LOL if you're RIP, so remember, if we don't hear,
you won't hear.
All right, Falcon fans, we're back. Falcons leading this game by a score of 7-0.
I lost.
It was a 5-play, 51-yard drive to open up. We thought that it was going to be Keegan Brewer with the touchdown as Dagan Hahn completes a pass for 14 yards, but unfortunately it stopped about the 6-inch yard line, and Dagan Hahn on the quarterback keep carries it over himself.
Man, I'm just excited about what we just saw there.
Well, no doubt. The defense comes out, gets a 3 and out. The Falcons get the ball back, and the offense in short order just move right down the field. I got to tell you, I think Frisco's got to be a little bit surprised by this. Talking about, there's a little pooch kick, it looks like, going to be caught at the 17-yard line by number 3, Ian Neithercut. He's trying to go all the way across field, but speedy Tommy Parsons going to make the tackle at the 13-yard line, a loss of 4 on the return. Coach Young talked about it in the coach's interview, the fact that he felt like his special teams unit on kick coverage did a great job last week, only giving up 15 yards of kickoff return, and that's fantastic. That one's -4, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey guys, you probably can't tell from up there in the broadcast booth, and maybe the fans can't in the stands, but we definitely on the offense side of the ball, we have got them outsized by miles, and our defense matches up with them pretty well too.
That's good to know, the size advantage, because in a game like this where it's so hot, that should come into play a little bit later. Quick pitch to the left side. It's Modaway, a speedy runner, and he's tackled by Jake Papard at the 15-yard line, only a gain of 2. Last week, that young man, a senior tailback, his name is interesting. It's Modaway, Tapiwa Modaway. 5 carries, 127 yards, but that time only picks up 2.
And Mason almost had him in the backfield for a loss.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, that quick pitch, but, man, it was a good job by the Falcon defense stepping up. It looks like we're going to have an official timeout on the field. I don't know if we have some type of equipment stuff going on or what.
Josiah's helmet.
And Josiah lining up at left defensive tackle. Last game he was at the right defensive end quite a bit, but they're switching it up. In to replace him, number 48, Cooper Davenport. Of course, that Falcon front, it's Marcus Girma, Cooper Davenport, Mitchell Withrow, and Mason Height. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left again. 2 backs in that backfield. This time to give. And a big hole, but there's Jake Papard again to trip up Mottaway at the 20. He does pick up 5, but by the looks, that was a huge hole. I thought the play was going for a lot more.
Jamal Carter also in on that, helping out with the secondary coverage.
Nick, did you? I thought he was going to break that thing away. That hole was
very
huge.
close, very close.
I thought Papard closed on him very nicely. So 3rd down and 3 here for the Titans. This time they give it to their big back, Kamari Burnett. He's going to have first down yardage. It takes a host of Falcons to take him down. He's out across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Joe Opong, I think, making the stop for the Falcons.
He's first one in on that. He was moving Joe Opong like he was nothing there. And Joe Opong's a very built, stout, probably pound for pound, inch for inch, the most fit guy on the team.
Yeah. Well, as a matter of fact, I talked to Coach Dennis before the season started, and they do fitness tests, and they have a whole litany of things, a high jump, a broad jump, lifting weights, all sorts of things. Pound for pound, strongest kid out there. This time, Mottaway gets tripped up in the backfield by a charging Josiah Tauefa, loses 2 yards on the play, and that's a nice
little shoestring tackle. I'll take it.
Nice stop. Yes, no doubt about it. Here's a real story, I think. Last week, Titans rushed for 236 yards. Falcons give up nearly 10 yards of rush last week against the Mustangs as they had a field day. This is going to be a great matchup, and we'll see who comes out on top. But the Falcons definitely have an uphill battle in that department. Cordova dropped a little swing pass out to Mottaway. He drops it. It was a forward pass, so no lateral. The ball, it's just an incomplete pass. Pressure being put on, I believe, by Josh Rowe. Am I correct on that?
I didn't catch it. I believe it is Josh Rowe out there.
I tell you what, my buddy Noah Hernando down there on the camera, he's got a pretty good look at it. He says Micah Fitzgerald putting pressure on Mottaway out there in the flat. That's going to bring up 3rd down and 12, Nick. And again,
I like it.
Again, the Titans have a long down and distance on 3rd down. It's great.
I think we've got them bamboozled a little bit. They're kind of hitting the mouth. It's kind of like starting a fight, and they're not quite sure what's going on yet.
I agree with you on that. Cordova dropping back to pass. It's 3rd and down. He's going to throw deep down the right side. He's got a receiver, and that's in and out of the hands of his receiver at the Falcon 35. Again, Bob Jackson defending on the play, and wow, I think the Falcons caught a little bit of a break on that.
I don't. I think he played that perfectly. He was in his grill, and he jumped right at the moment when he saw him look back.
I think he was in his grill. He just never turned. The receiver had it, but nonetheless, it was great coverage.
Yeah.
I think we dodged a bit of a bullet. Jackson had good coverage.
Right.
It's just the receiver had a chance to make the play.
Yeah.
So
he was definitely the receiver was ahead of him.
Josh Jackson set to receive this Titan punt, standing at his 35-yard line. Again, it's a rugby-style kick, nearly blocked by Micah Fitzgerald. It bounces at the 34. Everybody should just get away from that ball, but unfortunately Jamal Carter wants to dance around it. It's going to roll down to the 14-yard line, and something tells me Jamal might be getting a handful, and Coach Dennis is all up in his grill.
Rightfully so.
No doubt.
He's lucky that ball didn't take a bad bounce back towards him.
No doubt.
And also on the coverage on that last play, I kind of agree with Dan. If that ball would have been lofted out there just a little bit further, I think you would have had Bob beat on that pass. But as the pass was, Bob had pretty good coverage on that and waved his hands in his face and distracted him.
Hey, the great news is the second stop for the Falcons. Ball back in the hands of the Falcons. Josh Jackson in motion. They're going to give it to him, and he's going to be bottled up and tackled at the Falcon 5-yard line. That's going to be a loss of 9 yards. He came in motion. Hahn gives it to him, and he just kind of retreated a lot of pressure, and that play just
they
got
read
ugly.
it all the way. They weren't confused by that at all.
So 2nd and 19, 6:24 left to go here in the first quarter play. Falcons leading the Titans by a score of 7-0. And they find themselves in a hole right now that they need to get out of desperately. This time they give to Courtney Holder, trying to gain some yardage on 2nd and long, but he goes down for a 1-yard loss.
Yeah, they're being able to move the line a little bit down here on this goal line. I'm not liking liking that. They just need to stand up and stiffen up, make some holes.
Hey, real quick, we have some listeners wondering why we can't show the video of this game. I'll get to that in just a minute. But right now it's 3rd and 20 from the Falcon 4. Let's see if we can make some magic. And I imagine they have to be giving a lot of attention to Josh Jackson. They do have safety help back. And it looks like a man coverage out there. Hahn dropping back midway in his end zone. Under heavy pressure, eludes the tackler. This time he's going to fire across the middle. Hits Josh Jackson at the 12. He's going to be tackled at the 14. It's going to be good for 10 yards, but not nearly enough for a Falcon first down.
No. But we're out of our end zone.
Yeah, it gives our punter a little bit more room to operate with. That punter, number 33, senior Logan Stewart. Last year he was the place kicker for the Falcons. But again, it's a UIL rule, folks. That we just can't show the video. I know from time to time it happens where something messes up and you can see it, which I think may or may not have happened recently. But anyway, sorry we have to block that out. Fab should have the score up on the screen for you. Hopefully we're doing a good enough job to paint this picture. We got to hurry up and get Jamal Carter in there. That 30-second clock the 25-second clock is down to 4. And we have to waste a timeout because we can't get our personnel in. I don't like to see that.
It didn't even seem like he was hustling to get out there.
I felt the same way. It was like he was just jogging like we had all the time in the world out there.
Yeah, that was interesting. Hey, we're going to step aside. Falcons 7, Titans 0. This is Falcon football on the Falcon broadcast.
For the best barbecue in North Texas, visit Chase and Tail Barbecue, home of the pig, located in Hickory Creek on the I-35 southbound service road. Their award-winning ribs and signature pulled pork are to die for. They can also cater any event from tailgates to weddings. Check them out at www.chaseandtailbbq.com or like them on Facebook. Tired of chasing your tail? Let us do the cooking. Chase and Tail Barbecue.
All right, Falcon fans, as we return, Falcons face 4th and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Logan Stewart standing a yard deep in his end zone. Their return man is inside Falcon territory at the 48. Logan gets off a decent kick down the left side. There's a battle going on there, and this ball is going to be downed by number 16 at the 45-yard line. Number 16 for the Falcons, a junior linebacker, Tommy Bila, and a very good special teams player.
I tell you, though, they missed a huge hold. Tommy Parsons, his jersey's around his waist. They were holding him the whole way back, riding him like a horse.
Well, Coach D's pulling it out of his shoulder pads right now as you speak. So a little bit of a change of field position here for the Titans. Falcons given the short field. They're at the Falcon 45.
Giving the Titans a little bit of life here.
There's a shotgun snap to Cordova. He fakes a pass. He's going to try to hit his receiver at the Falcon 40. He's got it running down the right sideline. Looks like Jackson going to come up and make the tackle. He is finished off there by Mitchell Withrow, but it's about a 14-yard play down to the Falcon 30-yard line.
Yeah, the quarterback turned around and ran into Josiah. They both were not sure where each other were, and Josiah just a little bit late on that.
So right now, of course, Andrew Craig not in the game. It's Gerald Bryant, a senior defensive back, playing strong safety. Cordova rolling to his left. He's going to throw deep. All the marbles down the left side to the left corner, and it's incomplete. That ball thrown out of bounds.
Yeah.
Jacob Galloway
did not have good position. I did not feel.
Well, fortunately, that ball's thrown well out of bounds. We didn't have to worry about it, but it's going to bring up a 2nd down and 10 for the Titans.
I kind of agree with you there, Nick, but he did, Jacob, he closed on him pretty quick.
Yeah.
Their intended receiver, number 19, DJ Jackson, 3 receptions last week for 50 yards. He also does return some kickoffs and punts for this Titan team. Must be a pretty speedy guy. Cordova this time dropping back, sets up a screen pass to the left side. It's Kamari Burnett with the ball inside the 20-10. He's going to be pushed out of bounds at the 7-yard line, and man, he's like a bowling ball.
I cannot believe that there wasn't a flag. Number 72 for the Titans, holding big time on that play. Trace Ellison holding on that, and they got by with it.
Well, it's 1st and goal for the Titans at the Falcon 7, and this is the time for the defense to stand up, make something happen. Can we ask for a turnover right now? 4:15 left to go. They give it to Burnett. No, they fake it to Burnett. It's Cordova around the right side trying to shake and bake on Josh Rowe. Rowe's going to push him out at the 3-yard line. It's a gain of 4, so it brings up 2nd and goal at the 3.
Micah had him dead right. So he gives Micah a little stiff arm and gets a little extra room, and Josh wisely stays in front of him and forces him out of bounds.
We're going to give him 5 yards. It's down to the 2-yard line. I'll tell you, that was a good fake. At least it got me.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's good or not. Hey, Brother Van, go let those referees know who you are.
Let them know who I am?
Yeah. Let's get some calls. Cordova going to throw across the middle to a wide open receiver. That's number 4, Devin McCord, team's leading receiver. And the Centennial Titans get right back in this game. 4:01 left to go in the first quarter. Pending the extra point, we'll have a tie game.
I always feel like that's one of the toughest spots for the linebackers and the safeties when you're backed up in your end zone because there's so much going on and there's so much confusion. And it's very not hard to leave somebody wide open like that.
And that's exactly right. McCord lined up in that left slot, and it just looked like he was uncovered the entire way. Connor Martin, their place kicker, puts the ball right through the uprights. So with 4:01 left to go here in the fourth quarter, Falcons 7, Titans 7. This is Lake Dallas Falcon broadcast.
Dan Smith here, wanting to let you know about the greatness of Dr. V at Corinth Orthodontics. Dr. V and his patient-friendly staff go out of their way to treat their patients like family, including both of my daughters. Dr. V treats children and adults for all orthodontic needs. Please visit www.drvortho.com to arrange for your complimentary consultation. Corinth Orthodontics, helping to make the Lake Cities beautiful, one smile at a time.
All right, Falcon fans, we're back. The Titans just tied it up on a 2-yard touchdown pass to Devin McCord. It is 7-7 here at Falcon Stadium. And again, I was talking about the fact that we can't show you the video of tonight's game. You can listen to it, and hopefully Nick and I are doing a good job of bringing you that information. But after tonight, we can archive that game. You can go to the Falcon Caster, to the Ustream channel, the Falcon Caster YouTube channel. I think you should have a link to that through the Lake Dallas Quarterback Club home site. Mm-hmm. So if you want to go back and rewatch the game or let your players of interest look at some of the plays on film, I'm sure they'll get enough of that tomorrow with the coaches, but nonetheless, it's there for you if you want to revisit the game tomorrow or any time after.
Our first chance to see our kick return here at home.
And deep to receive is Thomas Parsons. And that looks like number 14. Parsons going to let it drop. He's going to handle it the 1-yard line into his end zone. He better get out of there. He's under heavy pursuit. He gets out. There's going to be I think that's going to be a safety because I think we had a clip in the end zone. And I don't know if that's going to be called there. Parsons able to get out at the 2-yard line. That was a scary play, and this could get a little uglier right now.
Yeah, definitely not what you're looking for. I'm sure we don't practice that.
I got to tell you, if that penalty comes in the end zone, I believe it's probably going to be called I want to say a safety, but I could be wrong. Well, it looks like they're going to spot that ball at the 2, and then it's going to go half the distance. They're going to take it back to the 1-yard line. Are you sure about that? I mean, you're not chiming in, so I don't know if.
I'm not sure about that. I've
never
seen that before.
One thing I do know is Thomas Parsons, he just absolutely misread that ball.
Yeah, it was a high kick.
He came in on it, and it was over his head and tipped off of his fingers, rolled into the end zone, and, of course, he picked it up, but he just misread it. He needed to be back about another 5 yards.
Well, the Falcons going out there, not with their jumbo package. It looks like they're going to run an empty set. Actually, I take that back. Contreras in the backfield with Hahn. Less than 4 minutes left to go in there first. Hahn going to take it himself off left tackle. He makes a move. He's out to the 10-yard line. Tries to run over a Titan, but gets tripped up. He picks up 9 yards. That's a great way to get out of the shadows of your goal
nice little scene.
That was actually Brandon Simpson.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's exactly right. Number 8. So good job by the senior.
You're doing awesome helping us out down there, Brother Van, because it looked like 5 from up here.
Boy, we're getting old, Nick. We just can't see it the way we used to. So 2nd and 1, Simpson again. Going to take it, gets bottled up, but he's able to plow forward out to the 12. That's going to be a Falcon first down, and that's nothing but grit out of the senior quarterback.
Yeah. They were having a hard time taking him down. He finally roly-polied himself over there on the 10-yard line over there. I don't know if that's
first down. They're calling it a first down.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. It's out to the 12-yard line.
He fought for that.
He got hit at the line of scrimmage, and he just kept his legs going, did whatever he could. This time the empty set, 4 receivers to the right. Brandon Simpson still in at quarterback. It's Shaq to the left. A little hitch route to Josh Jackson, catching it at the 11-yard line, trying to make some moves, trying to get to the outside, but he's going to be tackled at the 15-yard line for a 3-yard gain.
I was just thinking we haven't heard from Josh Jackson tonight, and here we go.
Well, I'll tell you what, if he can make that one move and get outside, he's got plenty of daylight, I do believe.
He was pretty close.
Just out of curiosity, why do you think that they had Brandon Simpson back there just on the goal line, just because of his experience?
To run the football out of there and get them some daylight, get them some comfort zone. This time, Hahn back in. He gives it to Courtney Holder, goes up the middle, bounces it back out to the right. He just won't go down and falls forward to the 24-yard line in another Falcon first down. That's a 9-yard run, and I got to tell you, he was hit at the line of scrimmage.
And that's all Courtney Holder, just pure passion and just pushing the football forward.
I got to tell you, that's something to watch. That is strong.
Yeah, will to go forward.
1st and 10 for the Falcons at their own 24. They go to the empty set. 2 receivers. It's Brett Sasser and Josh Jackson on the right side.
They're waiting to move the chains.
Okay.
There we go.
3 receivers over to the left side. Under heavy pressure. There's a flag, going to be a holding call. Dagan Hahn just throws it away before somebody gets killed out there. And unfortunately, somebody drove right by somebody on the line.
Number 71, Chase Stanley.
Yeah, they was on that left side for sure. It was coming in through that, but sometimes these linemen. This was one thing I've asked Travis. Like sometimes they're actually supposed to push and let the guy through, and then go and push up field. I'm not sure if that's what was misread there or what, but not good anyway.
Well, that on the defense on the play, that's number 60, Andre Shelton, a senior defensive lineman, and I think he's their best defensive lineman playing left defensive.
I think it was just the inexperience too.
1st and 20 for the Falcons after the holding call. Hahn going to try to keep himself around the right side. Going to be tackled at the 14-yard line. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 20.
Yeah, now a couple of series out, we seem to be struggling a little bit. We need to get something moving forward and string 3 or 4 little plays together and get some first downs and just keep this thing moving.
Well, we kind of did that, on this series. Those 2 first downs were so critical after being starting at the 1-yard line. We have a flag before the snap, and that's going to be some type of illegal procedure call against the Falcons. So a little false start, illegal procedure. It's going to back him up 5 yards, and it's just like we bring that gun out and shoot ourselves in the foot right now.
I think that was on number 79, Dalton Montgomery, I believe.
Well, you're going to have to.
Got back on his heels, lost his balance, and came out of his 3-point.
Is he going to get grounded for that?
You just wait and see. Cut him back to 5 hot dogs instead of 6.
You sounded really brutal there. 3rd and 25 for the Falcons. Little delayed draw by the quarterback, and he's not going anywhere. Hahn gets tackled behind the line of scrimmage, and we have extracurricular activities and flags on the field, so I'm not quite sure what we have here, but we're going to wait to see. A little bit of pushing and shoving. It wasn't horrible. Personal foul, face mask, called against the defense, and 15 yards and an automatic first down, baby. That's what the Falcons needed. We will take it. We're not proud, are we?
No.
We'll take it any way we can get it.
That's right.
Obviously, you Mr. Lap Band aren't. Dan the Lap Band Smith.
Hey, we'll take that first down. Right now we're back out to our 24-yard line. It's 1st and 10. A minute and a half left to go in the first quarter. This game is tied at 7. Hahn looking for Jackson deep. He's got him. Oh, and the defensive back, DJ Jackson, able to go up and tip the ball away. That ball slightly underthrown.
Yeah.
Jackson had to stop and wait, gave the defender time to go up and get it, but I like the shot downfield.
Josh was held a little bit, too. I mean, he was pulling on his jersey, the defender, while he was jumping in front of him.
It looked to me like he was just kind of feeling him with his hand to know where he was. Did you see
maybe.
Did you see the tug? It's 2nd and 10 here. To give to Courtney Holder up the middle. He lowers his pads and he bangs into one defender, and again it takes a few of them to take him down. It's a modest 2-yard gain for the sophomore tailback.
I like the call, though. That when we a little less air under that ball, and he's got a chance at 6 on that.
I love the call because what it does, it stretches that defense out. They just can't come up and bang the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, keeps them honest.
They've got to respect our deep threat.
Yep.
Holder in the backfield with Hahn. It's 3rd down and 8 for the Falcons at their own 26-yard line. It's Brewer, Simpson, and Josh Jackson over here on the right-hand side. They're headed toward the south end zone. It's Shackelford on the far side. So 3rd and 8. Let's see if the Falcons can convert. Hahn dropping back to pass. Heavy pressure again. Hahn going to take off and run. He's got first down yardage.
Yes.
out to the 36-yard line, and that's a 10-yard gain for Dagan Hahn and another Falcon first down. Their fourth one of this drive, and they're only at the 36-yard line. Isn't that amazing?
Do you like how hard nose running he did in the middle of that? And when the defender came in, he didn't just slide. He went at and he said, all right, you're going to hit me, I'm going to hit you back.
I like it, but I also don't like it.
Yeah.
I love the attitude, but he's also a sophomore quarterback playing against a bunch of bigger guys, and
That's
sometimes
true.
it's okay to take that slide.
Yeah, you're right.
Empty set on 1st and 10. He's going to hit Brandon Simpson out here in the right flat. He catches it 38, dives forward to the 43 after a couple Titan tacklers come and get him. It's a 5-yard gain for the Falcons.
Again, Brandon double-teamed on that. I think a lot of film's been done on Brandon, and they really are honing in on him because they know he has the potential to just break them out.
That plays to the 43. It's a 7-yard pickup for the Falcons. I'll take that every day, but you're right. They're on him pretty quick.
Yeah.
But that's a well-designed play. We'll take 7 yards on first down every day, setting up 2nd and 3. But the clock says 0. That's the end of the first quarter. Your Lake Dallas Falcons tied up with the Centennial Titans 7-7. This is the Lake Dallas Falcon broadcast, and we'll be back.
Hey Falcon fans, in need of new floors in your home? Look no further than Flooring America. Serving North Texas for over 25 years, the 11th fastest growing company in Texas. They offer lifetime installation, guarantee low prices, largest selections in town, best service before and after the sale, certified salespeople, many of whom played and graduated right here at Lake Dallas. Visit us online at www.myflooringamerica.com.
Take your old Model T up to Geico Insurance, the big yellow house off I-35 and Corinth Parkway. Find out what all the hoo-bally and the ballyhoo's about when you call Cheryl McDonald at 940-321-3990, and you find out how you could save 15% in 15 minutes.
All right, Falcon fans, we're back here live at Falcon Field. It's the Falcons 7, the Frisco Centennial Titans 7, and something else that we'll go back to in Coach Young's interview. He talked about this being a good Frisco Centennial team. He said if we can just play with them, when you play a better team, if you just play tough with them, hang with them in the first quarter, you can settle into the game. Falcons definitely have done this. Little option play. Hahn decides to keep it himself. Not the best decision. And he's going to be stopped at the line of scrimmage. I don't know if it wasn't the best decision because maybe there was someone covering the pitch. But
no, I agree. I think he should have, a few seconds before, went ahead and pitched it out.
Yeah. I thought it was there, but he saw someone elected to run it. Hey, no gain, no harm.
His hands banged up a little bit there.
Brings up 3rd down and 3. We're at the Falcon 43-yard line, this time headed toward that north end zone. Brandon Simpson in at quarterback. He's going to take it and run it.
Oh, my God.
Out to the Falcon 49 yards, and that's 6 of the toughest yards I've seen in a while. Yeah. He got hit at about the line of scrimmage, but he just keeps the legs driving, Nick.
He's a man.
Boy, he
and for his size, I just can't believe he carries them with him.
Wow, I mean, that's got to be fun. So here comes the Falcons again. It's Dagan Hahn. They're going to throw the hitch to the left side. Brandon Simpson into Titan territory, out across the 43, going to be tackled at the 42-yard line. That's 9 yards and close to another Falcon first down. This is a fantastic drive the Falcons are putting together here.
That play is what we tried to do for 2/3 of the game last week.
Well, we couldn't because it's so many guys up near the line of scrimmage. You got to realize they weren't running safeties last week.
That's right.
This team running a couple safeties loosens it up just a hair. Yeah. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line of the Titans. I didn't think that was good. Ball tipped. It's going to be caught by the Falcons. Keegan Brewer, pass intended for Brett Sasser, goes in and out of his hands, and Brewer's Johnny on the spot, baby.
I'll tell you what, that's going to be on ESPN tonight. It better be, because that was one heck of a heads-up football play, being in the right position and watching the ball. That was amazing.
I am being told by Noah Hernando that was Shaq that caught that ball. I thought I saw number 12, but
it looked like 12 to me too.
It was number 12.
Yeah.
Hey, you're getting overrode here, Noah, because Brother Van Sant's number 12.
Hey, great block by Dalton on that to give enough coverage out there to get the ball off.
Josh Jackson in at the Wildcat, and unfortunately we have a whistle before the play. This might force the Titans to call a timeout. Nope, it's the Falcons going to call the second timeout of the half. So it's 10:29 left to go in the second quarter. Falcons 7, Titans 7. You're listening to the Lake Dallas Falcon broadcast.
James Wood Auto Park, a proud Lake Dallas sponsor with locations in Decatur and Denton. selling new and used vehicles since 1978. Brands that you know and trust: Chevy, GMC, Buick, and Cadillac, at prices you can afford. Come on in and see what the revolution is all about, and test drive the vehicle of your dreams today. Find out for yourself what people have known for years. As they say at James Wood, we'll beat any deal.
I'd like to thank Laird Lynn and Lake Cities Realty for being a Lake Dallas Falcons football supporter once again this year. Whether buying or selling, he has proven results. Check out lakecitiesrealty.com.
All right, Falcon fans, we're back. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Falcons at the Titan 27. Nick, this drive.
Oh, this current drive is 13 plays for 67 yards. I don't know the time on it. I don't have that little thing over here yet, but great drive. Josh
Jackson in at quarterback. He's going to roll right. Flag being thrown. Probably a holding call. Jackson under heavy, heavy pressure. Going to be tackled all the way back at the 38-yard line. A loss of 11. And that's not the best play on 1st and 10.
Yeah, a little substitution here going.
And Jackson's got to be watching how he carries that ball.
Yeah.
He just had it right out there. It could have easily fumbled.
Yeah, it's a holding call against the Falcons. I imagine this is going to be declined. And they'll take the result of the play would be my guess.
And Trey Luss just went in for center there. There was something that they wanted to put Trey in for there.
Jackson took that ball, rolled to his right. He was looking for someone to throw it to downfield, but couldn't find his receiver. Unfortunately, decided to backpedal enough to lose 10, 11 yards.
Yeah.
Trying to wait. The referees are talking to the coaches right now. I imagine they're figuring this out. I don't think, to me, it's not a very hard decision, but yeah, there comes the signal. They're going to decline it.
You agree with that? You would do the same?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely, because now it's going to bring up 2nd and 20 at the, well, they got it spotted at the 36, so it's 2nd down and 19, versus it'd be 1st and 20 if they accept the penalty. So, yeah, no-brainer. Hahn, this time with Holder in the backfield, fakes it to Holder. Hahn gets out of eludes one tackle, or eludes another one, going to throw the ball across the middle. Just high, intended for Keegan Brewer. We have a flag, and I wonder if we're going to get an offensive lineman downfield. Yeah, that's exactly what the call is, illegal receiver downfield. Those linemen only have within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage on a pass play, and that flag came from the sideline. That's what I was guessing. That's pretty sure.
Well, you got such an awesome movement in the back with Dagan Hahn avoiding all these crazy tackles coming at him. It's really hard as a lineman to contain, okay, where is 5 yards at? That's got to be difficult.
Boy, the Falcons, this has been the craziest drive because they're backing up again. They're back to the 41. Now it's going to be 2nd down and 24.
We need a big pass play here.
We need a huge pass play. 2nd and 24 at the Titan 36. Falcons go to the empty set. 3 receivers to the far side, 2 to the near side. Nick, keep an eye on his defense. They have 3 down linemen. Of course, right here, I don't expect them to send a whole lot of people in this down and distance, but where's this pressure coming through? Who's getting beat? Because Hahn is under a lot of pressure. Hahn's pass complete to Shaq at the 25-yard line. He gets spun out of bounds at the 24. That's a quick 17, and now we're back in business.
Way to call it, Brother Van.
It's a Shaq attack.
It's going to be 3rd down and 7 for the Falcons at the 24-yard line. So that's what the doctor ordered right there.
It's a slant to Josh Jackson.
Hey, buddy. I like this call.
I just intercepted the FM reception of Coach Mails up in the press box. It's a slant to Josh Jackson.
No, it's not. Not in this formation. I don't believe it is. Contreras in the backfield with Dagan Hahn. It's 3rd down and 6, they're going to call it. Hahn this time going to fire a little slant route to Shaq at the 10-yard line. That ball's caught.
It's a Shaq.
It was low. He had to go down for it, but he caught it.
I tell you, he had to go down and get that. He had to really put himself out there and just bail Dagan out because that pass was not where it should have been.
14 yards on the play. Hahn to Shackelford. Falcons 1st and 10 at the 10. They're setting the sticks up. It looks like we could pick up one more 1st down potentially. Dagan Hahn tries to take it himself. And boy, Mark Contreras and another Titan going at it. That's number 17, Connor Roden. And hey, what's your name? I'm Mark Contreras. Wow, that was
nice to smack your helmet.
Hey, boom. Hey, good to see that happen quick. Nobody got hurt, no punches, no flag thrown, all the rest of that stuff. But they got to watch that. It can't get out of control.
Yeah.
1 yard loss on the play for Hahn. It's 2nd and 11, 4 receivers to the right side. Hahn alone in the backfield. And again, it's Shaq over here on the near side, the left side.
18 plays for 88 yards.
This has been a crazy drive, and it's taken up tons of clock. Little hitch play over to the right side. Simpson has it, trying to make a move, trying to get to the outside the numbers. Another flag. Simpson's going to be driven out of bounds at about the 6-yard line. Play goes for 5 yards, but I hate to say it, I could see a hold coming out of that wide receiver position.
Yeah, they're not afraid to throw the laundry around here,
No. Yep, that's exactly what the call is. Apparently one of their receivers out there trying to make something happen for Brandon.
I think it was Simpson out.
Might have got a little too much jersey.
Or Josh, I think was out there.
Think so?
Yeah.
Man.
2 steps forward, 1 step back, right?
I was just going to say that.
So get a load of this. 19 plays on this drive, 88 yards, and it wouldn't surprise. I mean, they must have 6 or 7, well, probably 6 or 7 first downs here. Yeah. I'm not exactly sure. All I know is it has been a crazy drive. 2nd and 21 for the Falcons at the Titan 21. Again, the Falcons going to the empty set. 3 receivers. It's Brewer, Simpson, and Shaq on the left side. Brett Sasser and Josh Jackson on the right. Falcons headed toward that north end zone. High snap. Hahn has it. Hahn's going to fire to the left toward Shackelford. Intended for him.
By the ball.
Underthrown just a little bit.
Underthrown.
It's incomplete.
It got me in.
You are cutting out, unfortunately, because I think we're missing something funny.
It got me in the shins.
Well, be thankful for that.
I'm injured. Workman's comp. Did you see what was her name on the sideline? The sideline reporter that got hit in the head?
Yes, I did.
Yes, I did see that.
3rd and 21 for the Falcons. It's the empty set again. A high snap. Hahn hauls it in, no problem. Hahn's going to step up in the pocket. He's going to fire to the left corner. Intended for
wide
Simpson.
open.
It's incomplete, and it's going to bring up 4th down and 21 for Lake Dallas.
He was wide open.
So the 21-yard line.
But did you guys see what happened on that play?
The throw or the incompletion part?
Well, the wide receivers that were lined up on this side of the field, they were looking back at the coaches at the play, and the ball was hiked. He had the ball, and they were still standing there, and they were like, but we better start running. That was a completely broken play.
Well, the Falcons are going to line up a 38-yard field goal attempt. Degan Hahn, the holders, going to hold it for Nick Kriegsman. Again, 3 for 3 last week for the junior kicker and perfect on his extra points. The hold is down, the kick is up, and that looks to be a mighty fine kick.
It's a
little left. Okay, yeah. I did see it after I
had enough mustard on it, just a little too much on the left side.
All right, folks, it's 8:59 left to go in the second quarter play. Falcons tied with the Titans. This is the Lake Dallas Falcon broadcast.
Do you want a better-looking smile? Dr. Christina Mackey of Loretto Family Dentistry can handle all of your family dental needs. Located on Corinth Parkway, you will love our warm and inviting atmosphere with ceiling-mounted flat-screen TVs. Find us on the web, LorettoFamilyDentistry.com, and contact us for information regarding free, pre-filled disposable whitening trays. Loretto Family Dentistry.
Frisco taking over.
Cordova dropping back. He's going to fire to his right side, lofts it out there towards his intended receiver. It's caught at the 36-yard line by number 2, Riley Broswell.
Another flag
on the play. Holy smokes, there's been a lot of penalties in this game.
Yeah,
that play started at the Titan 21-yard line.
Now it's their turn to hold.
All right.
It's a shame that we had the ball for that amount of time and we walked away with no points on the board.
We were just talking about that up in the booth.
And the offense, I mean, our offense had to be getting tired. We talked last week about our defense being tired, being out on the field so long, but our offense had to be getting tired. And then on the other hand, the Titans' offense right now have got to be really fresh.
Well, so would our defense, but I'll tell you what, if you're going to have both units on the field, I'd rather have their defense getting tired, and our offense still knows what's going on. So I'll take that trade-off any day. Cordova dropping back. He's going to be rushed out of the pocket, tries to run up the middle, has a little bit of room.
Wow.
Rolls over one Falcon, spins out of the tackle of another. He's out across the 30. It's Jake Galloway trying to tackle him. Cordova loose down the far sideline under – oh, my gosh, what a huge play. Finally, Gerald Bryant able to take him down at the Falcons' 16-yard line, and I hate to say it, that play should have never went for that much. He was dropping back. The pass gets flushed out. He comes right up through the middle.
Well,
I bet you we missed 5 tackles on that play, Nick.
It's all the soft arm tackles and just trying to push everybody out of the way instead of just put your head down, put your helmet in his numbers, and wrap him up.
Wrap him up is exactly right. That's a 74-yard run by the quarterback, Kelly Cordova. And all of a sudden, after a 20-play drive for the Falcons, it took up a ton of time. Cordova's 74-yarder. Here's a quick pitch right to Burnett. He's not going anywhere. He gets spun around, and wow, that looked kind of vicious.
Yeah.
I hope that young man's
Josiah
okay after that.
grabbed a hold of something, and it didn't give.
Wow, that's about a 3-yard loss as they were on the 17-yard line. Now they're back to the 20. It's going to bring up 2nd and 13.
Weird little shovel pass. Did you see? It was like he caught it. It was like a hot potato and just threw it back.
Well, that's the fun. It's like their quarterbacks on this quick pitch is right, quick pitch left. They take the ball, and they almost pass it like a basketball chest pass.
Yeah.
They don't do a traditional pitch. So that's kind of the way they operate. I watch a freshman game, and they're doing that as well. 2nd and 13. They're going to try a little slant over to the left side. That ball's incomplete.
Yeah.
Defending on the play, number 6, Jake Galloway.
Great pressure on the quarterback. He did not have time to find his receiver.
And guys, a little injury report update. They were working on quarterback Dagan Hahn's hand, his throwing hand, right hand down here behind the bench. The trainers were looks like he's got some kind of rug or turf burn on the backside of his hand. They sprayed it down and put a bandage on it, but I think he'll be able to come back in.
You know what they told us back in our day? Rub some dirt on it.
There is no dirt down here.
Oh, that's right. Whoops.
That was back in the 50s, Dan.
3rd and 13. Big play here for the Falcon defense. 2 receivers to each side. Cordova going to fire to a wide open receiver.
Yeah,
wow,
confusion
down the right numbers. That's number 8, Jackson Grimes.
Wow.
Oh, that play just looked way too easy. Did you see anything in the coverage, Nick?
Bob Jackson looked confused after they got that touchdown, like maybe misread the assignment, wasn't sure which direction he was supposed to be running.
Well, I'll tell you what, Cordova did a good job finding his open receiver, and open he was. Unfortunately, after that huge drive, the Titans able to come back and jam it down our throat in pretty short order. Here's a kick by Connor Martin on the PAT, and that is good. So the Titans take the lead 14-7. There's 7:47 left to go here in the second quarter. This is the Lake Dallas Falcon broadcast.
Nick Fredrickson here for North Star Bank of Texas, your local Lake Dallas friendly bank since 1973. North Star leads the way in community banking in both personal and business banking needs. Whether it's checking or savings, or buying or refinancing a new car or home located conveniently on northbound I-35 in Lake Dallas, come in and visit any member of our team today and come experience what true hometown banking is all about.
Salon Renee proudly supports the Lake Dallas Falcons. For styles and colors on the cutting edge, come visit us at 3961 Swisher Road in Corinth. Go Falcons!
All right, Falcon fans, we're back. Just a few statistics here for the game. Falcons 8 first downs versus Titans 5. The Falcons with 129 yards of total offense, 126 here for the Titans. Nobody just necessarily break and lose. Dagan Hahn 9 of 12 for 67 yards.
Time of possession, 11 minutes and 26 seconds for the Falcons, and 4 minutes and 47 seconds for the Titans.
Wow, that's pretty big. You know, something's not adding up there as far as the time of possession because we are no, that's about right. That's exactly right. I was thinking 15-minute quarters, but what was I thinking? Can you turn up, Brother Van, please?
I was going to say that last drive was less than 2 minutes.
Yeah. Boy, that was here's a little pooch kick down the left side. Falcon's going to return it. It's caught at the 25-yard line, and he's going to be tackled at the 28-yard line. And unfortunately, that looks to be like number 12, Keegan Brewer, on the return for the Falcons.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys noticed, but this time, instead of having Thomas Parsons back there to receive, they had Brett Sasser and Josh Jackson as deep for that kickoff.
Good call, because Nick and I were
worried about the pooch kick and finding out who was going to collect it.
We were talking instead of looking who was deep to receive, so my apologies, Falcon fans. I'll try to do a better job with that. Anyway, the ball is actually at the 33-yard line. It was an 8-yard return. It's 1st and 10 Falcons, and here we go. Little handoff to Courtney Holder off left tackle. He's going to take it out to the 36, a gain of 3, brings up 2nd down and 7.
You know, he did a little fake to the right side there before he went over and got that handoff, trying to get those linebackers, keep them honest, and push them out a little further.
Titans run a three-man front for the most part. This time they're going to give the holder. He's going to try to take it up the middle. He's going to take it out to the 39-yard line. We'll give him 3 more yards, and we'll call it 3rd and 4.
Yeah.
Mark Contreras entering the game in place of Courtney Holder. Mark Contreras, of course, he's a short little guy, but I'll tell you what, his motor doesn't stop. I like to watch him run because his legs just keep on churning.
And very stocky, just muscular, north-south type runner.
3rd and 4 for the Falcons at their own 39-yard line. Contreras in the backfield. This time, it's Honda Shackelford at the Titan 45. Shack tries to break a tackle, but he's going to be tackled at the 44-yard line, and that play goes for 17 yards and another Falcon first down.
He's got some great hands. That was a great thrown ball. It was right where it needed to be, and he did a great job with holding it in and then not even going down. He was trying to get extra yardage out of that.
Little coming out party here for Shackelford, having a great game. Courtney Holder this time trying to stretch it around the right side. It's just fighting off defenders, falls forward to the Titan 42 for a 2-yard gain, but holy smokes.
Yeah, I think most people go down for a loss on that play, but Courtney able to make a couple-yard gain out of a play that was not very well.
So right now, Bryce McDougal in at left tackle for the Falcons. Number 77, Travis Fredrickson in at left guard, and Trey Lusk in at center for the Falcons. Right side stays the same with Emilio Hernandez and Dalton Montgomery. Falcons 2nd and 8 to Titan 42. Hahn handles another high snap with one hand. He's rolling right, tries to get rid of it. Looks like he's just trying to throw the ball out of bounds. Surprisingly, Brewer almost tracked that thing down. But that's going to bring up 3rd down and 8.
I don't know if you guys noticed, but 82, Garrett Shackelford was wide open on this side of the field.
Yeah, Jagan just had no time to throw the ball. He had pressure immediately on him.
Hahn's done a really nice job. I feel like he's been under a lot of pressure this entire game. Let's try to keep an eye on that and see where that's coming from, because I'm not picking it up right away.
Yeah, but, like you said, with the 3-man front, why are they getting through?
Yeah, well, we're going to figure that out. 3rd down and 8 for the Falcons at the Titan 42-yard line. Again, they trail by 7. It's 14-7 here in the second quarter. Hahn dropping back to pass, again under heavy pressure. Flag comes out, and Hahn's tripped up at the 47-yard line. Let's see what this flag is all about here. But as it stands right now, it's a 5-yard loss, and it'll bring up a 4th down play for the Falcons. Came from the sideline. Okay, the Titans are clapping. I can't quite see what the referees are doing. Brother Vane, you got anything? Chop block? Well, we're in a holding pattern right now here, folks, as they sort it out. There's 5:48 left to go in the second quarter. Falcons probably looking at 4th and long from about midfield. And they call the chop block against the Falcons. Penalties declined. They take the result of the play, which I don't blame them. It's going to bring up 4th and 13 at the Titan 47-yard line. So on comes the punting unit for Lake Dallas.
Yeah. Not a real pretty set there for Lake Dallas.
Well, how many penalties have we had in this game? This only shows 5, but remember, a number of them have been declined, so those don't show up as penalties.
Right.
Logan Stewart punting for the Falcons, the receiver for the Titans standing at about his own 12. Stewart gets it off. It's not a deep kick. It's high. It's going to land at the 30, take a Falcon bounce. Going to roll inside the 20, now starts headed toward the sideline. It's Keegan Brewer going to down it at the Titan 18-yard line where they will take possession.
Let's see what we can do with our defense here and try to get some a 3-and-out right here and shorten this field up for us a little bit.
Boy, no doubt they need it bad. So,
they started the score only 7-14 right now. That it feels a little bit more lopsided than that. All of a sudden, I don't know why.
All of a sudden, it does. You're right, because the Falcons' their opening drive was great, 51 yards in 5 plays for a touchdown, take an early lead, and then all of a sudden, they had a big drive. They just can't do anything with it. Here's a little swing pass out to the right side. To number 4, Devin McCourt. He's going to take it out to the 28-yard line, nearly a first down, and actually they're going to move the sticks. It is a Titan first down.
Yeah. Tackled by 35, Jeremy Beeson in there on the stop. Josiah getting in on that as well.
Well, you know the offense has got to feel deflated because they had the possession of that ball all that time and didn't score. and then the Titans come back and had that big play. So they've got to feel defeated on both sides of the ball right now.
Yeah, it was a big momentum swing, no doubt about it. This time they fake it to Burnett. They throw it out to the left side. That's Devin McCord, and he looks to be barely tripped up there by Gerald McBryant at the 50-yard line. I thought he was going to be free down the far sideline. He was running with speed, wasn't he?
Yeah, Joe Opong to push him out the rest of the way. We do have a flag back here, no surprise.
There's
quite the hold on the line, if you ask me, for the offense, so that's coming back.
Yeah, bring it back, baby. That's perfect for the Falcons. It's going to be
if you ain't cheating,
20.
you ain't trying, right?
That's what we say. Perfect. Hey, shout out. Nick, guess who's listening?
Oh, yeah?
Zebby.
Boy cattle.
Zebby down there in Austin. I wonder how UT's going.
Awesome.
Wow. We missed Zebby up here in the broadcast booth. We got to spend a couple years with him. Of course, Zach and Zebby were both seniors. Zach's out there at Texas Tech now. And now they're fighting, you know.
I've got a shout out to Zebby. Hey, how does it feel after the first quarter being $20,000 in debt?
Now that's a brother.
He's on scholarship, so it's $20,000 of somebody else's money.
Government grant.
That's right. That's you and me down that money right now.
All right, Cordova dropping back to pass. They set up a screen. It's well covered by Micah Fitzgerald. The ball comes loose, but it's down by contact. He sniffed that out. Nothing going on.
I like it.
Wow,
he's a big hit.
He's going to be tackled for a loss. Play started at the 18-yard line, and I think he might lose about 2 on the play. No doubt about it. Man, Micah Fitzgerald did just a fantastic job staying at home, seeing it happen, and he was just right there to make that play.
The quarterback had a pack of Falcons, just putting pressure right on him. He dumped the ball, and Micah sniffed it out.
So it's going to be 2nd and 22, and Zebby saying hook 'em horns?
Hook 'em horns is what Zebby's saying.
Hey, sing that Texas Tech fight song for Zach right now, Nick.
I don't know
All right,
it.
2nd and 20. They're calling it the 18-yard line. Cordova looking to fire deep downfield. He's got a receiver, but Josh Jackson's going to undercut him. Josh Jackson comes closest as the ball is underthrown. It's incomplete. It's going to bring up 3rd and 20.
We had great pressure on the quarterback.
I like it. No doubt about it. I can't believe they're spotting that ball at the 18 because I thought Fitzgerald made a play that was for negative yardage on that. But I guess I'm not watching it that close either.
Cordova rushed in the backfield, hurried up by number 45, Josiah Towell.
Let's see what goes here.
So 3rd and 20, Twins, the receivers, 2 on each side, single back. Cordova dropping back. He's under heavy pressure again, and he's going to be sacked by number 40. Hey. Is that 48 Cooper Davenport?
I believe it was.
Yes, it was.
Sacked for about a 2-yard loss, but I got to tell you, Davenport was right place, right time because it was the pressure around the ends that flushed him out, wasn't it?
He saw Cooper. He didn't even fight. He just went down.
Wow, great job by the Falcon defense, though. Again, that's just exactly what they needed. They held him in check, and they're able to force, a 4th and 21, a punt situation to get this ball back. Josh Jackson standing at the Titan 49-yard line. It's Kelly Cordova in to punt here for the Titans. I can't imagine him faking it. He's going to roll to his right, going to give the soccer-style kick. It's a high one down the middle. Plenty of time for Josh to make a move inside the 45, down to the 40. Going to be tackled about the 39-yard line. That ball got down there pretty quick. I thought Josh had some room to work with, but the Titan coverage team acted pretty well.
I was kind of hoping for a big play right here. Down 3 minutes left before we go into half, and, little bigger play would have been fun to watch, but Centennial really covered that well.
Yeah.
I got a feeling our offense had a little time to get off the field, freshen up a little bit, get a drink of water. I'm expecting a score here before the half.
With 3 minutes left to go, we can dink and dunk it and just work the middle and do things like that. We have a short field. The ball's at the 40-yard line. They're going to give it they fake the holder. They throw a little swing pass out here to Brandon Simpson. He's going to take it down to the 38-yard line.
Showing a little trickery out there, huh?
Yeah,
little magic show in the backfield.
Fake it to Holder, throw it out to Simpson. Simpson just can't get enough on it. He takes it to the 38. It's a 2-yard gain.
Dan, early on in the season, do you have to be worried about opening your playbook too much in these situations because scouts are coming and people are watching?
No, I agree with you. I don't think you have to do that. I think you play close to the vest unless this time, Dagenhan empty set. He's going to try to hit Jackson. The ball in and out of Jackson's hands. It's picked by the Titans. He's running down the far sideline. and it doesn't look like he's going to be caught. 20-10, and that is a Titan touchdown. That's a tough one, folks.
The referee, oh my gosh, he hit Brandon? Brandon was running down there and got gassed, and as he got hit by the defender that was blocking for the runner at the very end of that, he's down there, and the referee runs into Brandon and throws a flag.
Touchdown, there is a flag.
Well,
that makes no sense.
Yeah, I mean, if this is the flag came out plenty late, so it seems to me like it came out after the ball was across the goal line. But that little play happened about the 3-yard line. They're going to wave this flag off.
Yeah, that's smart.
Okay, all right. So that was, I guess, incidental contact.
Did you think Brandon was trying to tackle him on the sidelines?
Nonetheless, folks, the Titans just take a 20-7 lead over the Falcons. It was a how far did that play go for? Probably about 60 yards on the interception. He was trying to hit Josh on just a short little slant route over the middle, little drag route. Hit off Josh's hands and just tipped up in the air. Their defender picked it off and took it home. Man. That kick by Connor Martin right through the uprights with 2:11 left to go here at Falcon Stadium. Frisco Centennial Titans 21, Falcons 7. This is the Lake Dallas Falcon broadcast.
Do you have a sweet tooth, Falcon fans? Well, Sugar Queen Cupcakes is the place for you. A shop on Main Street in Lake Dallas, their delicious cupcakes are a great treat for birthday parties, corporate events, PTA meetings, school functions, and more. With anything from a red velvet cupcake with cream cheese frosting to a classic chocolate cupcake, the choice is yours. They can even create a unique display just for you. What are you waiting for? Stop by Sugar Queen Cupcakes, the official cupcake of Texas, today.
Hello, Lake Dallas fans. Nick Fredrickson with T-Rock Roofing. I am your Texas storm specialist. Call on me day or night to fix it right, the first time. Specializing in insurance claims, call me to find out why I am the most preferred local roofer. No job too big or small, we fix them all. Find me at www.dallasroofer.com or call on me at 214-289-6776. To get it fixed, call Nick.
All right, Falcon fans, we're back. It's 21-12 in favor of the bad guys, I'm going to call it.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Boy, the Falcons have really, I feel like they've played a pretty darn good first quarter, and it's just been, the interception return, the big 74-yard run by Cordova. Here's the kickoff, going to go out of bounds at the Falcon 25-yard line. That's going to set the Falcons up 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line, I believe.
We still got 2 minutes. It didn't take them that long to score. We can come down here and put something together, go into halftime with a little positive reinforcement in the back hip somewhere. We got to do something here.
I got a little help from the helmet crew. Conan Shantz, my boy down there, taking care of the Falcons in their helmet inflatable. He said it looked like Brandon might have gotten clipped on that play as he was in pursuit of the Titan defender who intercepted that pass. If that would have happened at the 3-yard line, that ball is going to be spotted at the 18 with the personal foul on the clipping. But to no avail, they wave it off and nothing doing. This time the Falcons come out. It's 1st and 10 at the 30. Little hitch pass to Brandon Simpson trying to look for that block. He's going to be tackled at about the 32-yard line. And unfortunately, that hitch play just hasn't been able to get going. This time, Simpson throws the ball at a Titan defender. A flag comes out. I don't know what was said. I don't know who this is going to be on. But it was a 4-yard play for the Falcons. It was number 54, Tyler Cothra, in on it for the Titans.
I think we got a lot of chin wagging going out there right now. Yep. I think they're a little bit full of themselves. They've scored 2 easy touchdowns, they feel like, and they're taking control of this ball game, getting a little loose with their words out there.
Chin wagging. I think you're getting loose with your words. All right, it's a personal foul called against the Titans, and that, hey, again, we'll take it any way we can get it here, Falcon fans. It's going to take the ball all the way out to the Falcon 49-yard line where it's going to be 1st and 10. And, again, we do have 2 minutes, 1:58 left and counting. Falcons trail by 14, and they would love to put some points on the board headed into halftime. It's Honda Shackelford again. Shackelford catches it to 38, takes it down to the 36-yard line. Another 13-yard strike between Hahn and Shackelford.
Yeah, it's looking real comfortable out there when they start to make that happen.
What's Shaq's receiving total here?
I'm looking for it right now.
See if Parker can give you a little bit of help there. Hahn looking to pass again. He's looking left. And it's Shackelford again, hauling the ball in at the 20-yard line. And, man, they're just wearing it out on that left side of the field. So,
definitely liking that matchup. Shackelford there, that's his 5th catch, and he's got 79 yards. He's been thrown to 6 times.
Having a whale of a first half here, the junior wide receiver, Hahn, has found a new target. Little hitch pass out to the right side. It's Keegan Brewer, and he's got running room. Makes one man miss the 15, inside the 10, and he's going to be tackled by a host of Titan defenders at the 6-yard line. That was a move, man. That's a little shake and bake. Bring it, baby.
I'll tell you what, put it on some chicken and let's eat it because that looked good.
14 yards, sophomore quarterback to sophomore receiver. Boy, and the Falcons knocking on the door here. It's 1st and goal at the 6-yard line. Again, they trail by 14 and desperately would love to put points on the board before going into halftime.
You got Josiah out here on this left side out here in the open. Watch this play.
Good eyes there, Nick, because I think it's going his way. A little fade to Josiah Tauefa. Wow.
Oh, come on, where's the flag? Give me
Wow. Ball thrown to the back corner and just nothing happening. I think they're probably saying that defender probably had pretty good position. Tauefa trying to go through him.
I don't know. Did everything but tie his shoelaces together down there to keep him from getting that.
You know, Tauefa played a lot of tight end last year for the Falcons, or slot receiver. And for a big guy, defensive guy, he's got incredibly soft hands. Empty set here for the Falcons. Hahn going to fire. It's a little too high, intended for Keegan Brewer. Wow, he had him. If he just puts that ball in the numbers, that's a touchdown, no problem. It's going to bring up 3rd down and goal for the Falcons at the 6-yard line.
You know, look at the offensive weapons they're throwing to here. I mean, I really like what I'm seeing from the play call side of things because they're really mixing it up and keeping them on their toes.
Makes me wonder about Dagan Hahn's hand. He's just let a few go a little too high. I don't know if it's hot and sweaty or if his hand's having issues. We're going to have a flag before the play, and we have a defender looking to blitz, and I think he got across the line a little too early.
Good to see you snap the ball. We had a couple of those last week where we just waited for him to reset.
Hahn, though, still having a very productive night. It looks like, I believe he's 14 for 21. That's exactly what happened. That should take the ball down to the 3, half the distance to the goal. It's going to be 3rd and goal at the 3.
So what do you
Brandon
think, guys?
Simpson up the middle is what I think here right here, or maybe a Courtney Holder. But
if we don't get it here, do we go for it on 4th down?
No, I would put points on the board. I really would. I mean, there's a lot of game to play, and we've shown we can hang with these guys. It's the empty set. Hahn's the quarterback, 2 receivers to the right, 3 to the left. Hahn can pressure from the right side. He throws to the near pylon on the right side. It's incomplete, intended for number 1, Brett Sasser. It's 4th and 3, and now we're faced with that decision. So what's it going to be?
I say go for it.
You know, it's something to be said for putting points on the board, too. But it does look like the Falcons are going to go for it. Sasser coming out, Mark Contreras going in. It's 4th and 3. 1 minute left to go here in the second quarter. Again, the Falcons trail the Titans 21-7. And hey, this is a good, bold call here. I actually like the call. I could go either way with this, but I like the aggressiveness of Coach Young here. 4 receivers to the right, and the play is going to be stopped before it gets off.
Yeah, Coach called timeout wisely.
We have a timeout coming by the Falcons. We're going to think this over, folks.
Here's my reasoning. If we get the field goal, we're still down by 2 touchdowns, right?
Yeah, but it's a lot of game left.
Yeah, there's a lot of game left, but I just think the momentum going into the second half could mean a lot.
No, I agree with you. There's reasons to say that. I don't disagree with that a lot. There's also something to be said for putting points on the board, and that's momentum. Because right now, if we're knocking on the door and we don't get it, that could have a negative effect as well. But hey, here's the deal. It's a non-district game. This Titan team, you heard Coach Young talk about it in the interview. They're a 17-point favorite. So really, what do we have to lose? It's not like this game, a loss here, could force us in or out of the playoffs or have playoff implication, because all those type of things are for district games. So, hey, figure out what your team's got. See how they respond in this situation.
And I agree with Brother Van. I think the call here is more about putting your support into these kids and saying, guys, go get this for us, and let's get some energy here going into the half.
Do I appear to be on the fence here?
No.
Am I a little wishy-washy?
No, not at all.
All right.
Here we go.
A little conservative sometimes.
4 receivers to the left. It's Hahn alone in the backfield, and it's Josh Jackson alone on the right side. Hahn going to fire at the goal line. Touchdown, Falcons!
Thank you, Coach Young,
Number
Coach Males, for listening to Brother Van.
2, Garrett Shackelford having a huge night for Lake Dallas.
Shacktaculous.
Shactaculous. I like it, baby.
Can I say that?
Wow. Shaq was lined up as the wideout, and I think he just ran a little slant route and planted right there at the goal line. Hahn fires a strike, and that's a beautiful throw. Hahn on the evening, 15 for 23, 134 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, and another pretty good performance here for the sophomore quarterback. Kriegsman set to kick the extra point. That kick is up and right through the uprights. So, with 53 seconds left to go in the second quarter, Falcons close the gap. It's Lake Dallas 14, Centennial 21. This is Falcon football.
Hey Falcon fans, Parker here for TW Hicks Incorporated. For high-quality, cutting-edge industrial flooring solutions, call TW Hicks at 866-841-3484 or find us on the web at www.twhicksinc.com. A local Lake Dallas family-based company with over 20 years of experience, serving Texas, Oklahoma, and Louisiana. Products you need, service you deserve.
For a limited time, Outback Steakhouse is offering an amazing 4-course meal with all your favorites for one down under price. Choose your soup, signature side salad, entree, and irresistible dessert for just $15. There are so many delicious combinations, you'll want to come back several times to find your favorite. Visit the Denton Outback Steakhouse, open for lunch Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at 11 a.m.
All right, folks, we're back here live at Falcon Stadium. Titans 21 from Frisco Centennial. Your Lake Dallas Falcons 14 after the 3-yard touchdown pass from Dagan Hahn to Garrett Shackelford, again, who's having a great evening. 6 catches, 82 yards, along as 17, and a Falcon touchdown. Here's the kick by Kriegsman. It's deep, left, forcing the receiver back to the 10-yard line. That's mauled away. And Tommy Parsons going to chase him down at the 12-yard line. Parsons has crazy speed. Last year as a freshman, he breaks the school record in the 100-meter.
Yeah, he's a track star for sure. And on the coverage there, he's just amazing. He's got a good eye for the field and stays in his lane and it's like a missile. Seeks him out and gets him.
Wow, that was impressive because I thought the guy was going to have room over there, but Parsons says, buddy, I'm Tommy Parsons.
You know, do we call for a fumble here? Are they going to play it safe and just, run the 46 seconds off and run into halftime here? Or are they going to try to run one up?
Well, it's 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard lines. There's 47 seconds left to go, like you said, and if they want to start throwing around, it's time to look for something. But they give it to Burnett up the middle, and it's Tauefa coming off the left end to drop him at the 12-yard line, a 2-yard loss. Tauefa is just so quick and powerful. He gets a great jump, and he's in the backfield almost taking the handoff.
Yeah. That'd be fun. I'd like to see that.
Hey, we'll take it. Looks to be 2nd and 12 here for the Titans, and they're content to just let this clock roll, not let anything happen. They're going to have to take one snap here before the end of the half as the play clock is just ahead of the game clock. And it looks like Cordova, again, going to give to Burnett. He's going to tiptoe his way up the middle, and somebody's got to tackle him. Josh Jackson finally riding him out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Play goes for 12 yards. But, actually, there's 4.1 seconds left on the clock. I was thinking, well, shoot, that's the end of the half, but no.
Well, they were tiptoeing to the line. They thought they were just going to get demolished and then just kept running, and it surprised them.
So now 1st and 10 at the 25. I think when they get these chains set and let it go, they're just going to let this clock wind out and be done with the half. Frisco doesn't appear to have a whole lot of interest in running a play. This is taking
I think
forever.
They're going to take a strike down the field is what I think.
Well, they might now that they've gotten the ball out to the 25, but, play goes out of bounds. That's right. They don't have to set the chains. Here's a little swing pass to the left side. Jake Papard in pursuit.
Wow.
McCord gets by him, but he falls at the 39-yard line. So no harm done. Clock hits 0. Falcons going to go into halftime trailing the Titans by a score of 14-21. We're going to hang on tight because it's going to be Brother Van with the halftime minute with Coach Young, sponsored by Allstate and Mark Tucker. Also, don't forget, the band will be playing after the Centennial Band, and then we have the Mark Tucker X the Text halftime field goal kick.
Hey, Brother Van, how glad are you they scored a touchdown before this?
I'm going to ask him about that. We got our Mark Tucker All-State halftime minute here with Coach Young. Coach is coming across here, meeting him here at the 10-yard line. Coach, want to ask you one thing. At the end of the first quarter, we were holding right there with them, looking pretty good. And outside of those 2 big plays, we feel that we've out them. What do you think?
Well, definitely I think so, too. On offense and defense, we have really not fielding that punt. And, we lost about 25 yards, and then the bad, on the kickoff return, muffing that on our 1. I thought the special teams really were a break factor, but I think we've outplayed times on offense and defense, but they're a really good team. And what I told the guys, turnovers and penalties will make the difference, and that's what's so far is the difference in this game. And these younger guys are seeing a little bit different speed on defense, so I think it's going to take them a little bit here to get acclimated. You got to block with your feet instead of your hands when you play good people that are fast, and that's kind of been our problem this first half.
And just real quick, the broadcast crew, we were split on whether you should go for that touchdown or the field goal. Why the decision for the touchdown?
I think, if we're the better team and we're just trying to get back in it, we take the 3 points. I think we're a dead even match. I think we needed a touchdown there. We liked the way it looked. We actually thought the way they'd lined up the 2 previous times before, he'd be able to take off and just play it like draw and run it in. Luckily, smart enough for him, the way that they came at us, ended up rushing 5 guys. He found the open guy, so that was a great play by him.
Okay, Coach, good luck in the second half. That, once again, is your Mark Tucker All-State halftime minute, and coming up right before the second half, we'll do our Mark Tucker All-State punt for the $5,000 qualification for the last game.
I got to tell you, Brother Van, you did a great job with Coach Young. You asked him great questions, and I love to hear and listen to what Coach Young has to say. So this is fantastic stuff you're getting down there at field level. Thank you so much. We're going to step aside, run a few spots. It's going to be Parker and Noah with the halftime show, and they'll give you some statistics and talk about the game a little bit, the band, and the halftime kick. So we'll be back, folks.
Take your old Model T up to Geico Insurance, the big yellow house off I-35 and Corinth Parkway. Find out what all the hoo-bally and the ballyhoo's about when you call Cheryl McDonald at 940-321-3990, and you find out how you could save 15% in 15 minutes.
Dan Smith here, wanting to let you know about the greatness of Dr. V at Corinth Orthodontics. Dr. V and his patient-friendly staff go out of their way to treat their patients like family, including both of my daughters. Dr. V treats children and adults for all orthodontic needs. Please visit www.drvortho.com to arrange for your complimentary consultation. Corinth Orthodontics, helping to make the Lake Cities beautiful, one smile at a time. Hey Falcon fans, are you buying or selling a house in the Lake Cities or surrounding areas? Well, contact my realtor, Laird Lynn, Mr. Lake Cities at lakecitiesrealty.com. You can contact him at 214-704-3120 for all of your realty needs.
Hello, Lake Dallas Falcons. We're Parker and Noah here for your Lake Dallas Falcons halftime show. And Noah, let's get it started off with the Falcons having 12 first downs versus the Titans 8.
Well, I could see like the Falcons actually had more time possession, but with all the penalties and losses on the plays with the Centennial defense, it was a struggle for the Falcons offense to start off.
Definitely Falcons having the ball hog here, 15 minutes and 27 seconds, where Titans only had 8 minutes and 33 seconds.
Definitely, and it shows how quick the Titans can score and how aggressive they are.
And your Dagan Hahn is leading the passing with 15 completions for 23 attempts and 134 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 interception.
It looks like Garrett Shackelford is the leader tonight, other than Josh Jackson last weekend. Garrett here with 82 yards total with a touchdown.
And he's averaging 13.7 yards per catch, so that's a first down every time he gets the ball.
Right. And Courtney Holder, that truck for our tailback, he just picks up 48 yards tonight, averaging 5 almost 6 yards
a rush.
carry.
And rushing attempts, your Lake Dallas Falcons have 18 rushing attempts for 71 yards, where the Titans have 12 for 125. They're getting the ball down the field quicker, but our passing is more consistent.
It looks like our average drive start here is about the same. Both punters kicking the ball deep and long. We had, Tommy Parsons there give us a scare back in the first quarter, or the start of the second quarter, almost getting a touchback due to one of the Centennial kickoff being really deep.
Noah, what would you like to see coming into the second half for the Lake Dallas Falcons?
I would like Dagan Hahn to see, or to throw, or more playback, or play action actually, more trick plays. It would get them off, get them on their toes. And then our defense, we just need to cover those long passes and get our assignments on.
Definitely. Dagan had plenty of incomplete passes that could have been for first downs and even touchdowns.
Right. And even though our defense is having problems in their backfield, our defensive line is putting them to work, putting pressure on the quarterback for the Titans.
And speaking of putting pressure, our third down conversions, we're only 2 for 8, where the Titans are 2 for 6. So we're about evenly matched right there, but that means we're getting first downs more than we are having to play third downs.
Going back to the first quarter, we, right off the bat, our first drive, score a touchdown. What did you think about when we came out?
It was definitely a better start than last week. Last week it was kind of a disastrous start. We didn't know how long of a night it was going to be, but tonight they came out and they were ready to play.
They were. Our defense looked good our first 2 outings, but then I guess a few miscommunications in our backfield caused a Centennial touchdown.
It's 14-21 right now, Titans winning, but it definitely feels like it's a lot closer than that.
Right. It definitely does. With all the aggressive plays and evenly matched, I guess, players on offense and defense, it's going to be a tough game.
All right, well, we'd like to see the Falcons come out and score more touchdowns, and maybe they could pull out a win. Noah and Parker signing off.
All right, Falcon fans, for you watching at home, up next is the Lake Dallas Falcon High Steppers. They will be accompanied by the Lake Dallas Falcon Marching Band for 2 different songs. And they'll be entering the field here in just a second. And then after that, the Lake Dallas Falcon Marching Band will be marching the first part of their competition show. They are still working on applying all of the marching to their music. Very complex show. And they will be bringing that to you more and more each week. So make sure you stay tuned each week here with us on the Lake Dallas Quarterback Club broadcast.
The 2013-2014 High Stepper Dance officers are Junior Lieutenant Haley Sherman, Junior Lieutenant Ashley Jensen, Junior Lieutenant Hannah Jarvis, Senior Lieutenant Jessica Brown, Lieutenant Abby Rowell, Senior Captain Madison Barrett. The 2013-2014 social officers are sophomore Maddie Thurda, junior Haley Jones, and junior Esther Shin. This week's Spirit Girl of the Week is Maya Hudgens. The High Stepper of the Week is Lexi Hill. This week, the High Steppers will perform a jazz routine to the hit song, Feel This Moment, performed by the Lake Dallas High School.
So the last song that they played was called That's Entertainment. This one is an arrangement of Feel This Moment. There you have, ladies and gentlemen, the Lake Dallas Falcon High Steppers.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the field the pride of Falcon Land, the award-winning Lake Dallas High School Falcon Marching Band. The band is being led onto the field by senior drum majors Ryan Style and Lupita Lerma, junior drum major Greg Elder, color guard captain Raven Flanagan, drumline captain Justin Norris. Directors for the Lake Dallas High School Falcon Marching Band are Denise Kennedy, Frank Burke, and Juan Nunez, with assistance from color guard instructor Rusty Keaton and student teacher Corey Davis. Tonight, the band will be performing a portion from their 2013 competition show titled Dark Matter, A Journey Through Galactic Shadows.
have it, Lake Dallas Falcon Marching Band of the Lake Dallas High School. This is Patrick Style, a proud parent of the band program. I have two sons in the band this year. Our senior drum major, Ryan Style, and also on percussion is Keaton Style. And I'm going to hand it back over here to Brother Van. Enjoyed being with you this evening.
Thank you, Patrick. Well, we have got our Mark Tucker All-State halftime kick.